Happy Sunday, Striver. It's Brendan Burchard, founder of GrowthDay, and I've got a message for you today in this Daily Fire. And that is, you are capable. You are capable and equipped and stronger than you could possibly ever imagine. Sure, sometimes we don't succeed. We fail. We've made mistakes. We make fools of ourselves. We've tried things over and over and over again and got frustrated by our own actions or inactions. And it's easy to let all that pile up and to make us question our own capability, our own worth, our own esteem. And yet I'm here to tell you, having coached literally tens of millions of people around the world over the last 15, 20 years of my life, that what you are capable of is remarkable. There is a seed of greatness within you that it's sometimes hard to know. You have to have some trust in yourself, maybe in the divine, maybe the future. And this Daily Fire is about that. You know, I think a lot of people don't believe they're capable because when they fear or sense that they're incapable, they're just succumbing to doubt. And if you've heard me probably teach a million times, some people hear doubt as a reason to stop their progress, stop trying, stop experimenting, stop believing, stop giving themselves credit, stop progressing in any way. And other people feel and sense the doubt as well, but they use it as a signal to be more aware, to be more intentional, a signal to learn. So if I doubt my capabilities at anything, I don't doubt myself, I doubt my capability. I say, oh, I guess I have to develop some mastery here. Let me go learn the skill. Let me practice. Let me get advice, perspective, or training. Isn't that the secret? When you have doubt about anything, you either apply it to yourself, you take it personally and you shame yourself in not being able, or you say, okay, I've got some self-efficacy here. I can learn. I can figure this out. This is something that I can become capable at. I didn't come out of the womb as a podcaster, as a writer, as a video person. I didn't know how to coach or teach or train. I had to take courses, go to seminars, pay consultants, get advisors, get around community, and get certified. In that process, I became better. Then I just practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And by being part of a community and having the humility to ask for help, to look at what I'm doing, I got a lot of good feedback. Now, I know that can sound like, yeah, good for you, Brendan. But I don't want you to be in GrowthDay and to be a person who allows yourself to be short-sighted about what is possible for you. I don't want you to be here and think that you are in some way fixed in your personality, your capabilities, your current circumstances. We don't do fixed mindset here. This is GrowthDay. We do growth mindset. This is about the reality that humans are capable of extraordinary learning and change and adaptation. And we have the ability to literally architect our future, our skill sets, our relationships, our communities, our life in ways that are so conscious and so intentional, it wows the other species of the world. And I'm just here to tell you that if you haven't tapped into that belief and that knowing, that deep knowing of what you are capable of, then when are you going to give yourself that gift? What, do you got to wait another decade? Got to wait till you're a millionaire? Got to wait till somebody loves you? Got to wait till someone pats you on the back? What does it really take for you to one day go, hey, I can figure this stuff out. I can learn. I can get better. Of course, I know when I'm coaching and talking about this, it's so easy to say, well, you don't understand my circumstance, or you don't know where I'm from, and I understand that impulse. Often when we're caged, we think no one else can understand it. When we are fixed in our own beliefs we believe that no one else can understand. And I'm just here to share with you to follow that impulse that brought you into Growth Day, which is to learn, to grow, to maybe question where you're at and what you really are capable of. Maybe to tap into a little bit more positivity about yourself, to lift your own esteem, not because I'm saying it, but because you can realize that, society does a pretty good job of shaming us into little boxes, shaming us into labels, shaming us when we are trying to learn and experiment and try new things, making fun of us. And we can let that embarrassment or that shame prevent us from growing. Listen, I think I knew I could be a life coach maybe 3 years before I got certified and went for it. 3 years. I kind of thought about it, kicked the tires, read books, kind of pretended. 3 years, 900 plus days. What was going on there? Well, I remember when I tried to learn something professionally at the outset of my career, there was a person at work who kind of made fun of me. And because I wasn't learning as fast as other people. And that was very quickly settling in to my psyche. And then I had to realize, what do they know? Because, with enough time, energy, effort, perspective, mentoring, community, practice, I can get better at anything. Anything. I don't think there's anything I can't get better at. Nothing. And when you have that mindset, it's incredibly empowering. And I know many of you are thinking about joining us at our next certification to become a certified high performance coach like I am. And so often the number one thing we get from people is like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm like, do what? Hold space of conversations where you help people discover and decide and work through things, where you help people build a better life. You don't think you can do that? Why? Well, because my life isn't perfect. I'm like, well, neither is theirs. Neither is anybody's. If you're using perfection as your metric for whether or not to go for something, you will never do anything in your life. You've got to just go for it. You just have to decide, I can do that. I mean, I've had the blessing of training well over 1,000 of, really people who went on to become the best coaches in the world today. I literally trained them and coached them as part of this certified high performance coaching process. And most of them had doubts, but they didn't stop. They signed up. They got it done. If you want to join us, by the way, go to growthday.com/CHPC. That's growthday.com/CHPC. That CHPC part stands for Certified High Performance Coaching. growthday.com/CHPC. So what's the point here, Brendan? Well, the point is maybe at some point in your life, someone made fun of you as you were learning new things and you decide that you're not good at learning. And that one moment or those several interactions or that report card or that grade or that mean teacher or somebody just teasing you because you didn't get something, that might be rattling around your brain when you're thinking about trying something new. Part of our job in becoming more conscious is letting go and healing from the things that others said to us. I mean, do you still think of yourself as that kid who got a bad report card once? Do you still think of yourself as how you learned in elementary or high school? I hope not, especially if you're above the age of 19. I say that facetiously and also lovingly, because I know a lot of people are actually caged there. They still think of themselves, still imagine themselves, still hold and carry themselves as they did when they were children or early adults. And I'm here to suggest to you that how you perceive yourself today should be a new chapter. It should be held in a regard of saying, okay, yeah, I'm not perfect. That's fine. Yeah, I have doubts. Everybody does. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a learning plan to get more capable at the skill sets that matter to me. Whatever it is, I had to learn to look in a camera lens and talk to thousands of people for hours on end. That was excruciatingly hard for me. I know you think, Brenna, you talk to all these people all the time, like, hey, I'm in a little room right now. It's dark outside. I'm here by myself. I'm imagining you were there, but I'm in a room by myself doing this work. And yet I feel so connected to it because I taught myself to do that. I don't, just imagine here I am by myself. It's like I have to build the imagination, the capability to serve. And I was not a natural public speaker, especially what I do now, in the big arenas where, it's a regular part of my life, like a very regular part of my life, talking to more than 5,000 people in a room. And when you start doing that, everyone's like, oh, well, this must have come natural to you. I'm like, oh, no. I had to learn to talk to 2 people, and then 5, and then 10, and then 15, and then 20, and then 100. And then there's a big breakthrough when you go from 100 to 300. And then we go 300, 500. And then the next mark is really kind of 800. And then it's like 1,200. And then you start feeling the difference around that 1,800. Then you feel it again around 2,500. Then you really feel it again at 4,000. Then you feel it again at 5,000. You really feel it at about 6. At about 9, it's a different thing. At about 10, it's a whole different beast. At 12, at 15, at 20,000, each number up, I felt like I was learning a whole new capability. A whole new capability at each number. To hold an arena for 90 minutes or 2 or 3 hours, which, is a big part of my life, is not something that came natural to me. That projecting that level of energy, learning to be vulnerable enough to go dance on stage, and I can't dance. These are capabilities that I gave myself the grace and the time and the mentoring to develop. So I'm here to say, don't let the old stories and the old shames prevent you from stepping into the moment, creating a plan, and going for it. Trust, believe in your ability to figure things out. That's what authentic confidence really is. I believe in my ability to figure things out. Get advice from other people. Go get training. Buy that course. Come to certification. Go to certification. Hire that expert. Talk to a consultant. Listen to the mentors. Download their podcasts. Follow their plans. There's a lot of instruction in the world. Don't let your doubts stop you from accessing it or seeking it. I think next, the big idea is you've got to be part of a community who are going to help develop your capabilities. If everybody around you, your whole life, is less good at something than you are, I promise you, you're never going to reach your potential. You want to get around people who help lever you up. You want to get around people who are extraordinarily good at what they do. If anything, just to get the map and the menu of what they do. A lot of people come to high performance coaching, and honestly, they have a different type of coaching that they do, which is okay. But they're trying to see like, oh, what's this level? How do you do it? How does Brendan's process work? And again, if you're interested in that, just go to growthday.com/CHPC. Well, what's cool about all of that is that, when you're around a community of other people, like we are in our coaching world, our certified high performance coaches, I learn from them. Every year, I hire one of my own coaches who I've certified to do the sessions with me. So I keep learning different perspective. I keep hearing it. I keep honing and sharpening the saw. And so who around you is lifting you up? Please get in a great community. No matter what your practice or your job, your industry, your passion is, be around people who you would consider high level, whatever that means for you. People who are aspirational, people who have high expertise and excellence, because it will keep you motivated. A lot of motivation wanes when we're the big fish in the pond. And you get more motivation when you're around people who are aspirational and you think, wow, I didn't even know that was possible. Ooh, look how they do it. Get part of a community. I promise it will change your life. Last, practice and celebrate. Practice and celebrate. Practice and celebrate. Whatever you're trying to become more capable at, practice and celebrate over and over and over and over again. I celebrate at the finish of every single video I do. And if you didn't know, I basically do a video probably every day or every other day for 15 years. And still, when I turn that camera off, I just feel so prideful, so happy, so congruent, so ecstatic that I gave it a shot, that I showed up to serve. I'm not often always articulate. Many of these daily fires, are really hard for me. They're way early in the morning or way late at night. And so I'm not always perfect or on my A game. I don't finish everyone. I'm like, oh, that was awesome, Brendan. Oh, yeah. But I finish and I go, hey, you finished it. You showed up. You said you were. You're in integrity. Good job. You tried. You tried to serve today. You literally showed up and you tried to serve. Good job. That practice and celebration over and over and over again, it will keep you on the path. And listen, that's the big game, isn't it? Just staying on path. Keep trying. Stay consistent, because that will develop more expertise. That will develop more access to greater communities and higher level folks who keep you motivated. I'm telling you, whatever you're trying to do in your life, you are more capable than you could ever imagine. And once that sinks in, you realize every day is a great day to grow and you can get better.